Hi there, it's been a while. So you might not know because you usually see like this angle of my videos, but I have a problem, and now that spring is here, it is time to fix that problem. So my plan for today is to tackle this sewing room. This room has just compiled into a bunch of stuff that I've been procrastinating cleaning up. Now that my work schedule is slowing down, it's time to tackle this because it is such a daunting task at this point that I just need to focus. And now that I have the kids being babysat by my mother-in-law for 2 days, thank you so much, I can fully tackle this without any distractions and without having to stop. And in my next few videos, I'm going to be rearranging this sewing room into like my dream sewing room. I know I said that last year, but that was under some certain constraints of not fully knowing what I wanted the studio to look like. I just had like a vague idea and I had a layout that I wanted to try. And we're gonna try something else and see if it works a little bit better. So this is going to be a montage of me cleaning up my sewing room with a little bit of voiceover just to kind of carry you through and explain what I'm doing and some ideas that I have for this room, because I am so excited to get started on it. We're just gonna jump right into it because right now we've got a lot to do. I mean, like a lot to do. And my desk is not any better. So what I like to do is start from one end and work my way through. I think easiest is going to be starting from the entryway and moving our stuff out. So let's start over there. Starting off with moving this dresser. I love it in this room, but it is being moved upstairs so that I have some more floor space. It was a great storage unit, but I have these IKEA shelves that I love and I want to use them more than my want to keep this piece in here. So much has happened this past month. Unintentionally taking this break was refreshing in a few ways. I was deep in work for the dance studio that I am a part of, getting them ready and fitted for competition season to begin. My personal life affected this as well, which made me need to shift my focus away from personal projects and making videos. We went through a bad cold that ran through our house, along with birthdays and just regular family life and household duties that needed addressing. As you can tell from the clutter in this room, I put on hold the task of tidying up while I was working, and obviously now that I'm slowing down in the outside work, I can give this room a good refresh that is just in time for spring. Who doesn't love a good spring cleaning and room reset? I can't say that I'm the most tidy person, but there are ways that I'm going to try and mold my studio into something that works more efficiently and also gives me space to keep it tidy. As I work my way around the room, I can't help but find the smallest tasks that I've been putting off, like unraveling the sweater that I ran out of yarn knitting. So sad, but at least I can reuse the yarn again. Okay, so we've cleaned it up enough to where now I'm able to like move around. I want to take the time right now to move some furniture and see if my placement will actually be good. I've tried to measure out every piece of furniture in this place and every dimension into Procreate and then move the stuff around to make sure that it would fit. And I have one configuration which I think might work, but you never really know until like you're actually like living in it. So that's what I want to try to do now. I bought these Ivar shelves from IKEA and I loved them for how malleable they are. Moving the shelves around and the added compartments like the sliding doors and the drop-down table are so handy. I will recommend that you have a friend to help because these things are big and it is not shown in this video, but one of them tried to fall sideways while I was putting away my fabric. Note to self, this shelf needs a stabilizing bracket. Okay, we've come to the part where I think I have to move all the stuff off my desk. I've been waiting all this time just to do it because I don't want to take up that much space, but I think in order for me to get everything in place, it has to. I'm going to try out some new tricks and storage solutions I've been thinking of and see if any of them will actually stick. My plans and studio are always evolving for the better, keeping what works and altering what needs improvement. Maybe one day I'll get it perfect, but the only way that we can get closer is by trying it out. I think this final form is looking pretty good, but there are some things that I need to do before we move on to the pretty stage. Like stabilizing this one shelf and buying a second foot pedal for my sewing machine, since it had died many years ago, and I was just sharing the foot pedal between my smaller serger and my sewing machine. I'm going to leave this space in its current setting for a week or so while I figure out what works and what doesn't so that I can tweak it before I start painting and putting holes in the walls. Little things like that I've put up with for quite a while, being fine with those compensations, but with this new layout and for my sanity, I need to fix those little things. But so far, I think we're doing pretty good. Day 2. Last night I installed this fold-down table. I have had this for maybe like 6 years now, but I've kept it in storage just because I didn't really need it at the time. But now that I have workable space, I feel like I can bring it out again. So I put it over here, which is like a fine spot for it to go, but it is also right in the pathway of my giant serger, specifically like where I need to sew. So this needs to move. After I had installed it and put it in, that I realized, yeah, this is probably not the best spot for it. So my goal and my plan is to take this cabinet, which is behind my mirror right now, it's just some sliding doors, and swap these out. So the table will go over here and then this one will go over there. So we gotta use our muscles today and do a little switcheroo. So, because that was not easy putting this in by myself. They recommend 2 people, and for some reason my stubbornness just means that I feel like I can do it by myself. So we're gonna try it again. But first I gotta blow my nose because we're still not over this cold yet. Okay, so alright, so we've now done our fair share of moving things around, specifically the heavy things. So in this corner, we are going to have just regular plain old shelves. In this back corner, I have moved the sliding doors, which will be good because that window has a lot of sunlight right onto it. And if I store fabric or yarn there, I don't want it to discolor in the like full sun exposure. So that's going to be the best place for it. And also over in this corner, I have like my knitting sit and relax chair. So I'm going to put all of my yarn in that corner. That will be the best place for it. And over here, I have my fold down desk right in front of my computer and standing desk. So that way I can have 2 levels. One will be sitting down at this fold down table and the other one will be sitting down at my serger. So they'll be right behind each other. So that way I can almost do like a turn, surge, just spin my chair and sew. So that is the idea. So the next step is to put everything back into its rough shape, see how the workflow is, see if I need to make any modifications or changes before I start to patch up holes in the walls and then move on to painting. I've already bought the paint, so that's all done. So really, I just need to get this stuff organized and in its final location before I do the big plans and start painting. So we're gonna finish off this video with a little montage of getting everything back in order, but stay tuned for part 2 when we start to actually do the designing plans. When we actually start to do like the pretty stuff, because right now we're in the rough stages. We're in the does this work, figure out. We're in the ugly stage right now where everything is kind of all over the place and not everything is in its permanent home. So we need to work through this step before we can get to that pretty step, which I'm so excited to share with you. Here are some pictures and some inspiration because I've wanted to have a special room like this for the longest time, and I've just been waiting thinking that I will have my time to do that in our forever home. And even though we're looking to move in like the next like 5 years, I do want to have a space that isn't just white primer on the walls, because that's what this room is. When we first moved into this house, the 2 people that lived here were heavy smokers, and this was their bedroom. And the tangerine walls that I thought that I was cleaning up and washing turned out to be a very light peach. And that was like the most revolting thing ever. I got like hives all on my arms from either the nicotine or the TSP, what I was using to clean the walls. It was so bad. I think I had to wash it 3 times and then paint with primer, I think 2 or 3 times. I had a huge bucket of primer just for this room. I'm very proud of where this room is at right now, and I just want it to be a very happy spot for me to come to, especially because I spend so much time in here that I want to take better care of it. And I can get a little sidetracked with projects, specifically when I'm in like a hardcore work mode, that things kind of get pushed to the sides. But I don't want to continue that. I need to find a way to productively take care of my space without turning it into like a chaotic mess. Because I feel best when my room is fully clean, and that only happens after a big chaotic mess happens and I feel obligated to clean it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for part 2 when we get to do all the pretty stuff and actually start to get to work on some fun projects for this room. I have to reupholster a chair, I have a clock that I really want to work on, painting, designing, shelving. I'm going to try and put shelves all around the top of this room. I'm just so excited to have a space that like fully works for me and that I can enjoy and share with you guys too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.